Dreary day. I've had several people reach out and they say, when is this going to end? And I've got good news because it is going to be ending here pretty soon. Storm Tracker 2 radar still showing a big swath of rainfall out there. You can see, especially for Brazoria and Galveston counties. This is a dreary day, but most of this not bringing significant accumulations, just light to moderate steady rainfall. Even in the Houston area, you're going to continue to see some light sprinkles coming down. Overcast conditions. This is going to be with us over the next few hours, but as this pushes out, things will start to dry out, and then we're going to start to feel a lot more like typical Texas summer. You can see from now through 10 o'clock, mostly cloudy, light rain showers possible, but watch as we head through the next few days. We are going to quickly flip the switch from rainy to summertime. Isolated pop-up thunderstorms. Thankfully, this pattern, even though you may still see rain, it's not going to be that organized flood threat we've been dealing with. Instead, a much more typical pop-up pattern. But Andy, I've got much more on our summer weather that's returning coming up.
Caroline,
That we get to see that in our lifetime.
we get some great days ahead in terms of the space exploration,
Yes,
for sure.
and great days ahead weather-wise as well. It's been a little wet out there. I think a lot of us ready to dry out.
Definitely.
Not just us people, Galveston, because they're also dealing with that rainfall. You can see it across the island. It's gray, it's dreary, light rain showers continuing to come down. And over the last 24 hours, we've seen some pretty significant rainfall, especially our far coastal areas, that yellow color, 2 to 3 inches. Most of us, though, widespread 1 to 2 inches of rainfall. That's what we saw through the overnight period. Now, over the last 30 days, anywhere in the blue, you've seen 3 times the amount of rainfall that you would expect to see in a month, meaning we are well above where we expect to be. Tomorrow, we expect to see another update from the drought monitor. Should be a pretty significant one, but I do want to stress that 1 to 3 inches of rain we got last night won't be included in our drought monitor update. Storm Tracker 2 radar showing with it, still seeing some light lingering rain showers for our coastal friends. This is where it's more moderate, Freeport to Lake Jackson, all the way through Galveston Island. Up here in the Houston area, continuing to see some light showers and sprinkles. Nothing too heavy, but certainly is a bit pesky as you're heading out the door. Otherwise, a lot of that rain is going to start to shift out, and it'll end up being a nice, mild, muggy, buggy evening ahead. Temperatures right now sitting in the 70s. And I mentioned buggy because after this rainfall, we can see an explosion of mosquitoes. If you've got sitting water in your yard, maybe in a pot, dump that over because that's going to help mitigate our mosquito problems. Over the next few days, you can see as we head into the weekend, this is when we start to feel a lot more like summertime. Temperatures going to be climbing back into the lower 90s, and that's where we're going to be staying for most of the upcoming week. Allergy report not doing too bad. Only one in the moderate category. That's going to be weed pollen, and you can see our extended forecast. I haven't talked a lot about sunscreen and ozone action days, but you're going to hear me talk about that a lot over the next few days, weeks, probably months. Okay, for now, let's continue to talk about the rain. Roads are wet. Rain is coming down. Even here in Houston at the zoo, you can see an incredibly muddy elephant exhibit there. As for what it looks like out there, well, thankfully, so far, everything has been pretty light. You'll notice a shift to the east, and even if you do have showers right now, primarily just going to be some very light rain showers. So Storm Tracker 2 showing the rain out there starting to dissipate. Otherwise, it is going to be a muggy and mild evening ahead. Temperatures in the lower 70s. But as we go through the next few days, Lisa, Joel, we're going to see summer make a comeback. I've got more details coming up.
I personally love summer, so thank you, Carolyn.
The corner, and it's very exciting because we're kind of turning the page into a new weather chapter as well.
Oh.
We're going from wet and soggy to hot and sunny.
Awesome.
Summer's
So
coming
it
back.
begins, yes.
And I want to show you what I think is the best transition to have some sunshine on their feathers. as will a lot of us. You can see we've got the rainfall down there on the island as well, completely coming down. Thankfully, this has been very light. In fact, through most of the day today, the rain has been light, but overnight last night, we saw some pretty strong storms. In fact, that was able to bring widespread 1 to 2 inches of rain. You can see our far coastal areas, that yellow color, 2 to 3 inches of rainfall. Now, tomorrow, we're going to have a new drought monitor coming back that's going to reflect all of the heavy rainfall we've seen, but it's not going to count the rainfall we had last night. So look forward to our new drought monitor tomorrow, but no, this 1 to 3 inches not going to be included. However, what is going to be included is that most of us have seen 2 to 3 times the amount of rainfall that we expect to see in the last 30 days. This is really going to help set us up as we head towards summertime, even though we're still dealing with some light rain showers right now. Storm Tracker 2 showing those showers from Angleton over towards Galveston, Texas City. All of these showers, mainly just light sprinkles, kind of that inconvenient rainfall. And this is going to continue to shift its way off to the east. Once this moves out of here, we are in for a muggy, buggy night ahead. Temperatures currently sitting in the lower 70s. And by the way, because the rain is moving out, if you've got any sitting water in your backyard, dump that over. That'll help us really control the mosquito population. It'll be possible, but Friday and Saturday we'll start to heat up. We're talking highs in the lower 90s, high humidity, muggy mornings, an isolated pop-up thunderstorm possible in the afternoon. Rain's not totally going away, but it's going to be a different pattern. It's over the Southwest Freeway where it's really just a gloomy start to this afternoon, but I'll tell you what, changes are certainly coming. That means the rain is finally moving out. Storm Tracker 2 showing that swath of rainfall, most of it light, but there are a few more moderate downpours closer towards Galveston. Not too bad. We're currently sitting in the lower 70s, 71 degrees here in Houston. As we head through the evening, not a bad night for a fire pit. Temperatures going to be staying in the 70s with mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures overnight tonight really struggling to cool down, only dropping to 70 degrees. High humidity values, meaning not out of the question we could see some patchy fog as we're starting off our day tomorrow. Otherwise, temperatures going to be heating up pretty efficiently. You can see as we head through the day, climbing to 88, near 90 degrees. Lisa, Joel, this is just the start of our summer-like forecast.
Okay, get ready, everybody. Thank you, Caroline. Underway.
Absolutely. I think a lot of folks traveling to Houston are going to be a little bit surprised by our weather. You know, we don't notoriously have the nicest weather in June and July.
I'm fine with it. I want to say it on the record. I like it hot and steamy. A lot of people do. They live here.
I've got great news for you then. You're going to love our forecast. And if you like it hot and steamy, congratulations, because our forecast is finally for you.
Yay.
It's been really widespread flooding concerns. In fact, over the last 24 hours, 1 to 3 inches. Over the last week, 2, 5, 6, 8 to 9 inches of rain. And this doesn't count a lot of the rain we had last week. When you add everything up, some spots saw over a foot of rain, especially in our far coastal communities. That big flood threat, that's what's going away. Now, we can still see pop-up showers and storms, just the organized severe threat with everyday flooding concerns, that's going to become a thing of the past. Storm Tracker 2 radar right now showing those rain showers kind of holding on. You can see from the far east end of Galveston up through Texas City and the Bay. Also tracking some of those rain showers from Lake Houston all the way up towards Lake Livingston. Those rain showers pushing their way off to the east, and then we're going to be drying out for most of the evening. In fact, temperatures right now, not too bad, sitting in the upper 60s and the lower 70s. That's likely where we're going to stay through the overnight hours, which means starting off our Thursday, patchy fog will be possible. Otherwise, starting to feel more like summertime. Temperatures reaching the mid to upper 80s, a 20% chance of a brief afternoon downpour. And then as we go Friday and Saturday, forecast high temperatures once again climbing into the lower 90s. In fact, today is, climatologically speaking, the first day that we expect to be in the 90s. Our average high temperature as of today, 90 degrees. And, well, it's going to be looking a lot like it when you see our extended